Hello friends, in the previous lecture we have seen how we are writing the data into the HDFS. Now let us see how we can make use of writing the data into the HDFS. So for reading we have already used file system API. So similarly for writing the data also we make use of the file system API. So file system API is having a number of methods for creating a file. So the simplest method among the methods is the function called as create. So create, which makes use of the path as the parameter. So the path is nothing but here where exactly my file has to be placed inside the Hadoop file system. So whenever we are writing anything then it returns the FS, that is file system data output stream, and this will be returned back to the Hadoop file system. So there are many overloaded version of create method also. So the replication factor, the buffer size, and so on can also be given along with the create function. So whenever we are making use of a create function, then to see the progress of how much we have written into that particular file, there is an interface called as progressible, which is having a method called as progress, which always returns the things in the form of how much progress has been done while writing the file system. So an alternative to creating a new file system is append function, and when we are making use of the append function, there are some other overloaded methods. So once the file has been written into the HDFS file system, then we cannot make use of the create. So we cannot also make use of any seeking of that particular file, but we can make use of the function called as append, because every time we, according to the rules of our HDFS, we see that every time we need to append the things into the file system. So for that we make use of the function called as append, and which also makes it the same path with the file name, and it is also having the return type of FS data output stream. So now next, when we are working with the file to write it to the Hadoop file system, so let's see the example how it exactly works. So when we are making use of the file, then we need to make use of a buffered input stream, because we need to read the buffer from the input. So let us see line by line. So first we have the file name with the file copy with progress. So we are making use of the progress also in this particular file, so we use file copy with progress. Then the main function, and we are using local source and giving the argument in the form of local system. Then here the parameter in the form of command line argument, that is the destination file name. Then we are using the input stream object to read the input, so buffered input stream, new file input stream to read the things from the local server or local system, and we are using the local source as the string for that. Then we are making use of the configuration, then we are using a file system object, and we are using the function called as create. So DST is the destination, and CONF is the configuration. So we are using the file name as DST as we have given the second parameter in the command line argument. Now we need to create even the output object of the output stream. So we use fs.create path, then new progressible, which is a function like parameter, and we are using the progress here, and system.out.print, so it just shows the dots whenever that is in the form of progress. Then we use io-utils.copy bytes in comma out. So in the previous situation we have seen io-utils is used along with the copy bytes in, and here we have used system.out, which was giving the output to the screen, but in this case we are using the output to the out, which is nothing but the output stream object, and that output stream object is given to the destination path. So when we are using this to run inside our program, then we use this command Hadoop, and file copy with progress is our file name. Then we are using the path present inside our file, input docs 1400-8.txt. this is our local path, and we are using the HDFS path here. So this one is going to copy the file into our Hadoop file system. So similarly we can make use of something called as get position function also, which makes use of sequential writes to an open file, or only appends the things, so we can just get the position. So but the problem with the output stream is it cannot be seekable. It can be used only for appending the files. So next, let's make use of something called as directories. So we have already seen how exactly the HDFS files can be read or written, and similarly directories also play a major role in working with any of the file system. So let's see how directories are made. So whenever we are talking with respect to directories, we make use of a method called as make directories, make dirs, which returns the boolean in the form of true or false, and we need to give the path where exactly what directories have to be created. So this method creates all of the necessary parent directories if they don't already exist. So if they don't exist, then it is going to create, otherwise it just returns null. So make dirs method returns true if the directory and all parent directories were successfully created. So this is something with respect to writing the things in our HDFS file system. So in the next section, we'll be seeing how we are trying to write the queries with respect to the file system. So thank you.